Welcome back to the realm of alignment where we unlock the body's hidden codes. I don't know if you can hear the bell, but that's good enough. So, listen, have you ever thought about lately what your inner child really wants? Do you still want the things that you wanted as a child? Stay with me. Hold on. Because your inner child right now is asking you to please step back into the thing that you dreamt of doing as a child, that may have put on the back burner, that you may have put on the back burner as impossible to achieve or childish or just you don't have time for it, but you still love it deep down. Whatever you've loved to do as a child in a creative sense, you are being called to get back into that energy. Remember what that is again and start fulfilling that thing. And what's going to help you do that is your free will. Your free will is going to bring you back into the space of remembering what you've always wanted to do as a child. Now, the reason why this is important is because there is a rush of energy coming towards the collective right now to be creative. You're going to start to witness a lot of people coming to the forefront and sharing their gifts. And there was this heightened sense of creativity. And although there is a collective of people coming forth being creative, you're going to witness the people who really stand out. Why? Because they are following the thing that they've always wanted to do as a child that seems impossible, seems really hard to achieve, but they're using their free will to live that dream out loud, live those desires out loud. So I would hate for you to miss that ship. Don't let it sail on you. Show up, show up for yourself, and try to remember the thing that you loved to do when you were young or a child, or when you were most creative, at your most creative point in your life. At some point you may have had the ability to um, the time and space and the ability to tap into something creative for yourself. And a lot of the time, trauma can trigger people into children into being creative. So it could be a bit of a trigger for you to remember that thing, because maybe I'm just getting right now that maybe when you were being creative, it wasn't celebrated. It was, punished whenever you would be creative, whatever it is that you practiced in your creativity. But your inner child is actually calling for you right now to remember that moment and go back into that time and rewrite that. Rewrite that energy by remembering first what it is you desire, and then start putting your foot forward to do it again, because you're safe to do so. You are safe to go back into the thing that you were divinely created to operate in when it comes to creativity. You are safe to do that now. You're not going to be punished for the thing that you've always loved to do. Okay. And I'm sorry for the people who had to experience, heavy trauma around um, being a child and operating in their creativity. You just wanted to operate in your free will. You were exercising your free will. And the thing that God put in you to make you so different from the collective, to make you so unique, you still have that. It's not gone. It's just lying dormant. So you have to activate that energy again and find your inner child's desires. My desire to sing never went away. It was something I always wanted to do as a child, but along the way, I did face adversary energetically from people telling me I couldn't sing, people telling me my voice wasn't good enough or my music wasn't good enough, or taking advantage of me whenever I did create music. Whenever I found myself in spaces where I felt like, oh my gosh, finally I can create, I was taken advantage of. not sexually, but along the lines of that. If I didn't stand my ground, it would have turned into that. So it's just like we have to get to a place where we go back into honoring our inner child and take our power back, because that's a part of what taking your power back looks like. I think a big part of it, where you go back into the thing that you stopped doing, although you love doing it, because another energy was projected onto you by someone else. So when you stay in the energy of not stepping forward and remembering what your creativity did for you as a child and the escapism it created, but it wasn't just useless escapism. It was escapism that created another realm for you to co-create with the universe, because that's ultimately what your gifts are. Everyone who has a gift to do something, which I believe every single person does, whenever you are in that gift and you are using your abilities to um, exercise those gifts that you have, you are co-creating with the universe. You are co-creating with God, because it is a divine gift. It is the thing that only you can do the way you do it. So I just really want to encourage you to remember what that is as a child, that you love to do, and do it fearlessly, one day at a time. Don't rush into it. Don't put any expectations on how you think it's supposed to look. No comparison, because when you start to compare, that's when you lose the joy in what you're doing. Comparison is the thief of joy. So try not to compare. You may find yourself doing so, but it's not about, avoiding it at all times. It's about recognizing when you're operating in the energy of self sabotage. And then when you recognize it, you can then start to do the work of, you know, addressing why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, and addressing why you're responding the way that you're responding. Or I would call it more of a reaction. Why are you reacting this way? A response would be more so in a balanced manner. So you want to respond, you don't want to react. And you can get triggered in so many different ways. You just have to be self aware and patient with yourself. Take your time to figure out how you're going to move forward with the thing that you love to do, and also manage the trauma that could be connected to why you stopped doing it. And take your time with that. Once again, don't make yourself feel like you have a deadline for anything. Don't overpower yourself. Don't burn out. Don't overburden yourself. Don't go and start making, all kinds of photo shoot appointments and just trying to be over the top, because you're not trying to perform for anyone. You're not trying to prove yourself to anyone. You're doing this for you, especially if you have trauma tied to this energy. You have to take your time. Don't make yourself feel like you have to prove yourself to anyone. This is for you, just for you. And then I feel like you're going to thank yourself in the future. I really do. I believe you will. You will turn around and be able to see the work you put in, because we know in this realm, whatever you put in, you're going to get something out of it. The energy will return to you. In high school, I think it was for the audition for Greece. We used to be able to watch the auditions in the auditorium when I was in high school, even if you weren't partaking. And I remember there was this message of no deposit, no return. And I never forgot that. That stayed with me my whole life. So it's like, if you don't put anything into something, you're not going to get a return. You know, you can call that failure. But if you're putting energy in to anything, time, effort, whatever the case may be, you can expect the return. It may not show up the way you want it to show up, which is why it's great to not have expectations, but you better believe the energy will return to you. So there's even this strong feeling to have faith at this time. This may be your faith needing to be restored. Maybe your faith will be restored if you go back into the thing that you always loved to do as a child, this may be your uprooting of the energy. This may be the way you free yourself. Some of you, that this may be your only way to free yourself, maybe your mission in your path. Somebody needs to hear this message, obviously, because this, like, the way this is coming out right now, it feels very specific. Like, it really feels like someone is supposed to go this route of finding that inner child energy to free themselves from something. Like, that's so deep. I wasn't even thinking about taking it there, and it's actually making me emotional because it makes me feel like someone really became so disconnected from themselves and found themselves in a mental bondage, a spiritual bondage and blockage. But it's an illusion. It's an illusion because some of you, it may be because it's projected trauma, and others of you, it's self-inflicted. And I think in both things can be true. Two things can be true. So it could be both. You know, the projected trauma caused you to internalize that and move forward with the self-inflicting of it. That is so heavy. That is so heavy, and I want to encourage you to keep moving forward. And any step you can take today, tomorrow, the day after, to help yourself move through and process these things, do that. You're not going to regret, you know, drinking more water every day, pouring into yourself. Everything is energetic and spiritual. If you're here, that's exactly what I believe. So you may disagree, but this may not be the space for you. Everything is energy, everything is spiritual. It all ties in, it's all in alignment, it's all connected. So if you can remember that you are a spiritual being, you are a energetic being having a human experience, we can start there. Then you can start to move forward on finding all of the tools that you already have, just remembering them. As a matter of fact, it's not even about finding, you have everything you need already. You were given all the tools. You were already given all the tools. So this just really feels like someone's wake up call before the actual wake up call happens. That's what this feels like to me. I think I'm gonna pull a card. 1 second. I have my Divine Tarot deck, and I feel like I need to pull a card for someone who needs confirmation that this video is for them. So I'm gonna do a quick shuffle and ask Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you to my angels, ancestors, and guides. All praise due to the Most High and gratitude to the universe. Can you please show me the card for whoever's watching this video, if this is for them, please show me a confirmation card to give them the confirmation that this message is for them. Okay. Please show me the card to give whoever is watching, if this message is for them. Please show it to me. Please and thank you. Okay. I'm getting earth sign energy. So 5 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, 6 of Pentacles. This is, you could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And this feels like you may have lost a grandmother recently. Maybe in the last 6 years. 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 days. If the number 6 resonate, maybe your birthday is in June. But I'm getting, if that's not the case, you can, either that or you're an earth sign. But honestly, I don't know if there's earth sign birthday, if there's an earth sign birthday in June. Whose birthday is in June? I don't even know whose birthday um, is in June, but anyway, so I'm just getting a lot of give and take from this energy. The Six of Pentacles talks about giving back, being able to support in return. Oh my God, this is the no deposit, no return type of energy. It's like before you actually reap the harvest, you have enough to share. Because right before the Seven of Pentacles, I'm sorry, is the card of harvest, where you reap your harvest, the full deposit, the full return of your deposit. This is right before that. So I see the Six of Pentacles as being able to um, share what you have, donate some things, contribute, give back before you fully reap the harvest. So there's this energy about being grateful for what you have already before you're blessed with whatever it is you're praying for. That's what it is. That's what this is. Okay, I had to talk through that because it wasn't clear at first, but the message is, if you are in the space where you feel like you're not looking at the cup as half full and you're seeing the cup as half empty, that could be the message that could be what's helping you um move forward. That could be the energy that you need to shift into to do anything right now. So um someone likes animals. Someone may have a dog or a cat, a white dog or a white cat. If that's you, this is your message. um Someone may have gnats in their house or cockroaches. This is your message. um any type of bugs, maybe ants. This is your message if you have that. um you could be a part of some type of tribe. Maybe you're Indian or you resonate with native Indian energy, tribal energy. You could live somewhere that's cold. Maybe it's winter where you are right now. Maybe there's mountains where you are right now. Okay, so if that resonates with you, this is your message. That's confirmation there. So you're out. Your way to get out, break through your matrix, is to first be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for what you have already. And then you can start to move forward and become more blessed in other areas of your life if you already see what you have as a blessing. Okay? So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate you being here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Aligned, activated, ascended.